Hello and welcome to CIPD Bitesize. In this video, we're going to be looking at 5HR03, which is a reward unit, and AC3.4, which is explain the knew it was going to get me. Explain the legislative requirements that impact reward practice. Legislative. We can do this. I am almost going to stumble my way through all the way through this every time I try and say that, but the first thing that we always do is we break the question down into its component parts so that we can really see the sort of things that we're being asked for this question. So explain the legislative requirements that impact reward practice. What are the rules that impact reward practice? And that's really important. So again, verbs explain, it's a nice simple question. Impact reward practice. So again, you can't give people like tax-free money, you can't do this, you can't do that, and there's different rules and regulations. That's what we're going to explain in this. So again, what can you get away with, what can't you get away with, what can you do, why can you only do that from a legal perspective? Now, if you're watching this and you're not UK based, this is always based on UK law. CIPD are a UK company, they use UK law, so I would look at UK legislation if you're doing this, and we'll cover that when we go into the reading materials and some pointers in terms of materials, but the legislation tends to be UK legislation. So it's just something to bear in mind, something to keep in your head as you're building this out. So for this question, I have gone with 3 action points. So again, the verb is explain is to make something clear, easy to understand, describing or giving information about. Explain one legislative requirement for rewarding employees, explain another, and explain another. And you use a reference and a citation per point with direct evidence and factual evidence, legal evidence. This is legislation, so this isn't a opinion piece, this is bosh, fact. So this is really easy, really simple, which is rule 1 is you cannot do, rule 2 is you cannot do, rule 3 is you cannot do. I remember one job that I had when I was younger. I was working selling gas and electricity, so I was ringing people up going, hi, do you want to change to British Gas? And I got 0 basic pay. I just got £10 per sale, and I ran the floor of salespeople. So I made over minimum wage. I was guaranteed to earn minimum wage, but the idea was that I would earn a lot more than. But that wouldn't go anymore. They've completely changed that. So I would need to have in writing, this is my wage, and then this is on top, as opposed to your wage is nothing, but you get paid this, you're guaranteeing earning this. So there's some changes and things like that that need to be sort of factored in. So in terms of resources that we would recommend, CIPD fact sheet, pay fairness and pay reporting, CIPD fact sheet reward, and ACAS, the legal eagle of the UK, equal pay and the law. So again, you can't go, tell you what, that's a bloke, let's give him 20 grand. Oh, that's a woman, let's give her 10. Can't do that. That breaks the law. That's why we've got equal pay reporting. That's why there's pay gap reporting. That's why there's information on that. If people have done the same job, they should be getting the same pay. And this is where the legislative requirements kick in. And that's what you need to be aware of. So as always, to help you get through this question and understand the elements that are required, we've done a little scenario for you to sort of help get through it. And in this one, where competition cooking, there's a lot of cooking references in this. I think that says more about me than this. So we're designing a recipe competition, and we want to encourage all the best chefs to participate and create amazing dishes. However, we also need to make sure that the competition is fair and everyone has a chance to win. So legislative requirements for reward are like competition rules. They ensure fairness. So there will be a minimum wage, like base ingredients everyone gets. Every chef needs a certain amount of high quality ingredients to create a good dish, just like workers deserve equal pay. That might be minimum wage, fair living wage, something like that. Equal treatment. The competition can't favour one type of cuisine. Can't be French over another, for example, Thai. And rewards can't discriminate things based on gender or age. Everyone has to be judged based on the dish's merit. And accessibility. If a chef has a disability and needs a special oven, the competition should try and accommodate them. Similarly, reward programs should be accessible to all employees with reasonable adjustments for disability. By following the rules, you create a fair and exciting competition that rewards the best dishes, just like a well-designed reward system recognizes and motivates employees. So that's what we're trying to get at. That's where we're trying to get to. We're trying to get to a fair and equitable place where people can be rewarded and be excited and want to get involved in reward. But we also need some rules to make sure that everything's fair and open for everybody. Absolutely best of luck with this unit, and we will catch you on the next one. Take care.